fucking filters on Instagram be fucking me up. Hey y'all, what's up? And welcome back to another fucking video. What the fuck is that? Bitch. What the fuck is that? Bitch. I don't like you, bitch. Hey y'all, welcome back to another video with your girl, the one, the only, Brittany Brianna. Period. So, okay, so like, what I'm about to say, y'all can't really respond, but I'm like, I hope the lighting looks okay because first of all, it's like almost 2 o'clock in the morning, but I am really trying to get focused and I'm really trying to dedicate myself to the things that I want to do and the things that I said I'm going to do. So if it's like a little dark and it's like, girl, what's going on? Anyway, welcome to Britt Nation. If you're new here, my name is Brittany Brianna. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you would like to be a part of Britt Nation, we only have one rule, that you comment and let us know what city you're in, let us know how you found us, and then subscribe, girl, and you're in. But either way, enough with the shenanigans. This video, we're going to be doing a little chit chat, a little girls time, and just discussing, is social media ruining reality? And in my opinion, I feel like the answer is yes. I think that social media is very much a blessing, but I think it's also a curse as well. And that's just something that's really been on my mind heavily a lot, especially with me making a new transition in my career, transitioning into entertainment, trying to actually become a full-time influencer and things like that, and just like my perspective, where I feel like I should be compared to where I am. All of those little things, just realizing like social media has really played a part in it. And just realizing how depressed, like when I think back to the space that I was in a few months ago, where I was like extremely depressed and just kind of going back and thinking about the things that I was feeling and like my thought process is like, okay, what influenced all those thoughts and what was the root of it? And just realizing how social media, you know, someone said this a really long time ago, these aren't my words, but social media is very much a highlight reel. And, you know, I feel like if you overconsume it, you see it when you're scrolling on your timeline, it's like, okay, this is every day, right? But the reality is like, no one is really showing you the bads and the downs and the like hard shit. And there's only like, I feel, in my opinion, maybe I just don't follow the right people. And if y'all have any suggestions, definitely comment below and let me know. But I feel like there's only a selected few of influencers or people with influences, people with platforms who are speaking on the realness of the journey to finding yourself, to discovering your purpose, and just all the things in between. And so like, I know for myself as a person that I can admit that I very much overuse social media and I overconsume it. It definitely has put me in a position where I'm like constantly asking myself, like, what am I doing wrong? You know, how, like, trying to almost overachieve. Like, I see so many people that are my age, and honestly, people that I feel like I can relate to in so many ways. Or, you know, I look at people and they remind me so much of myself, and I see them on PJs, I see them with millions of dollars, I see them with these great platforms, and I'm like, damn, they're just like me. So it's like, what are they doing that I'm not doing? And it makes me feel like, you know, I'm tripping, when all reality, I'm exactly where I need to be. And it's like, looking at my life, I'm 25 years old. I'm the second person in my family to graduate college. You know, I was able to be the queen of my university when I was at Morgan State University and accomplished so many things at the age of 21, 22, you know. Literally made history at my school. I have an international podcast. I'm a YouTuber. I'm pursuing my dream, actively pursuing my dream to be an actor. Like, you know, I was able to work in the social field. Like, I was able to do all of these things in such a small amount of time, but for whatever reason, it still doesn't feel like enough, or it still feels like I'm behind, or there's more that I should be doing. And because I'm not doing those things, that's why I'm not where, you know, these other people are. And granted, it's a personal thing. Like, I shouldn't be comparing myself, but I just felt as though it was the need to speak on this, because I know I'm not the only one. And I know that because of the conversations that I have with some of my friends, or, you know, just kind of looking on social media and looking on, you know, reading comments and seeing what other people are saying. So one example that I wanted to bring up was, and before I say this, I just want to say the person I'm getting ready to speak about, I admire her, I love her, I support her, I am a fan. Like, but anyway, so I don't know if y'all follow this boy. He's so freaking funny. His like name on TikTok is like Terry Reloaded, and he did that video. It was like a viral video on TikTok. It was like, I'm going to be Jada Weda. So I don't know if y'all seen it. It was so funny, but basically it's like a viral video, and it became a sound, and it's like, I'm going to be Jada Weda. I want to be Jada Weda. And I was looking at the comments, and as I'm looking at the comments, it's like, when I say y'all, it's so many people that are literally like, it just made me reflect, and I'm like, yo, like thousands of people are literally living their life every day like, I want to be Jada Weda. And it's like I said, I love Jada. I admire her for so many reasons. But it's just like, reading those comments is like, yo, there's so many people trying to be this one girl, where it's like, why not just be yourself? Like, you know, why not explore who you are and the gifts and talents that you have to bring to the world? And I feel like we look up to these social media influencers and these people that have big platforms, and, you know, we're kind of like, that's our idols. Like, those are the people that we actually want to be. But it's like, it gets to a point where it's so much that it's like, you're not even being yourself anymore, or the things that you're chasing after may not even be a part of your purpose. But you see her life, or you see their life, and it's these glamorous things, but behind closed doors, we don't really see or know what it is that they're going through, you know. Or just looking through their comments, like I've looked at through her comments on TikTok, and like girls are like, oh my God, like, how do I live this life? Like, I literally want to live my life just like you. And I respect her so much, because she commented back to one girl and was like, everybody has their time. Like, you know, just stay down until it's your moment. But I don't think I use Jada as an example, but I feel like that's just the reality for so many of us, you know. And it's like, who doesn't want to live a life and wake up and be on private jets and get paid $40,000 just to show up in the club and have fun, or, you know, just being loved and have this person of great influence? But once again, it's like that, it's like, life is not that easy either, you know. Like, it's not, it really takes a lot of work to get to that space. And, you know, I personally have been following Jada and like keeping up with her journey for, I would say, probably like a year now. But I know Jada's been at it since she was a young girl, and I learned that through watching different like her interviews and things like that. She's been at it, I believe, since she was like 16 or something like that. But once again, it's like, nobody sees the work behind the scenes, or nobody sees the amount of years that it takes. So it's like, why do we wake up and feel that, you know, like, okay, another example, like our generation, I love us. I feel like we're really hungry. We're really determined. We're really, you know, breaking barriers and changing the narrative of what success looks like for us. But you have so many people saying like, I need to be retired by 30. I want to be retired by 30. And I look at my life, and I'm 25, and I'm nowhere near or close to the pinnacle of where I see my life going. And the point that I'm trying to make is that I'm 25. I have a journal entry where I'm like, I want to be retired by 30. But once again, is that, like I said, I'm 25 right now. I don't think that the next 5 years is going to be me working so much to the point that I have, the average person is not retiring until they're 60. And I'm not saying that you need to, you know, retire at 60 or anything like that, but that's damn near 40 years of hard work and dedication to your craft. So is it like, I feel like once again, the social media narrative is taking away from the real true work that we have to put in to be where it is that we want to be in our lives. So I take that back. I don't want to be retired by 30, because at the end of the day, I don't feel that I can get all of what my potential and what my purpose has to offer in 5 years. That I also don't want to be overworked either. So to combine all that God has for me in 5 years, 5 years is nothing. 5 years ago, I was in college, and it's like that shit still feels like yesterday. So what's the disconnect? Anyway, another thing, the cosmetic surgery shit. Like, I'm not, why did I say shit? No. Another thing, the cosmetic surgery era that we're living through. So I'm not against plastic surgery. I'm not against any type of cosmetic, anything. Like, I with everything in life, am always pro-choice. You want to get your boobs done? You want to get your body done? You want to get some Botox? You want to get some lip fillers? Go ahead and do it. But my thing, back to the whole point of this whole video, is social media ruining reality. Is like, especially with me living in Atlanta, it's so many women who have their bodies done and things like that. But it's like, after a while, I'm like scrolling through my timeline, and I'm like, yo, everybody really looks the same. You know, like literally, like everyone, you know, you go and get a BBL, you're going for a coat body, right? And so it's like, what about the flab? What about the, you know, the grown woman weight? What about the natural, beautiful bodies? And it's like, it seems like more and more as I scroll, I see that less, because I'm seeing this a one body shape. Now, what your work and your results come out look like, that's a whole nother story. But I'm just saying, this is like one picture of how everyone looks. And it's like, another thing with that is like, yo, there's people who I follow or keep up with, like, you're 23, you're 24, you got your body done, and it's like, you haven't even had kids yet. You haven't even grown into your grown woman body. Like, you haven't even given your body a chance to really develop and be all that it's going to be. But it's like, social media has painted a picture of what a bad bitch looks like, you know, or what the it girl looks like. Like, if you don't have a flat stomach, some abs, a popping body, nice plumped lips, it's like, girl, what's up? You know what I mean? And it's like, I just feel like that's ruining reality, because that's not reality. When you look back at old pictures of Beyonce, the true it girl, or the real it girl, they were so slim and little, you know? And it's like, once again, like I said, I don't think that there's anything wrong with getting your body done or doing any work to your body, but I'm just saying, you know, at what point are we asking ourselves, is this really what I want to do right now? Or has media painted a picture of what I should look like, or what people in my industry look like that are thriving? And so now, as a result of that, I want to do XYZ to keep up, you know? And I would say for myself, like I'd be like, I want to get lip fillers. And, you know, the more that this topic has been on my mind and the more that I think about it, I'd be like, maybe no. And I can honestly say, even with me wanting to get lip fillers, you know, and like I said, I don't think anything is wrong with it, like pro-choice, but I can say that I feel like it's media influence. Like, them fucking filters on Instagram be fucking me. I put them on and I'm like, oh shit, look at my lips, they look good, you know? So it's like, yes, and I may get my lips filled, I may not get them filled, but I'm just saying, like, I know where it stems from, you know? And it's like, for me personally, I love my body. The bitch needs to lose a little bit of weight right now, okay? But outside of that, I love my body. And I always say, like, I know that if I really want my body to be snatched and to give exactly what it needs to give, all I need to go and do is go to the gym. And that's most of us, right? But it's like, once again, why put the work in when I can just pay and I can just do this, you know, 1, 2, 3 thing, and I can look how I look, or how I aspire to look. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I said a lot, but I just really wanted to, I think the thing for me in terms of social media, the part that's really stings for me is when it comes to success. Because I'm a very driven, I'm a very hungry, I'm a very determined person. And so it's like I can admit, like, I have spent hours just watching people who, once again, that I feel like I relate to, who remind me of myself. And I'm like, damn, like, And it definitely stems from a place of like, if they can do it, then so can I. But eventually I'm like so over consuming of it. It's to the point where it's just like, I'm putting all these hours watching somebody else's journey unfold. But it's like all of these hours that I'm putting in watching their journey unfold, what time am I putting into my own, you know? And it's like you watch, you see. That should send your brain a message of, okay, this is what it should look like. Just the same way how you grow up 18 years, you're living in the house with your parents. You watch them. You watch how they are as a mother. You watch how they are as a woman. You watch how they are as a professional. And then you adapt those ways. And then once you become an adult, you look back and be like, damn, I'm just like my mom. Or I got this from my mom. Or you get what I'm saying? So it's like the same shit with social media. We watch. And we develop those trends. But it's like, is it a trend or is it you chasing your purpose, you know? And I'm a victim of it too, you know? So it's just like, I just wanted to create a safe space for us to talk about this and, you know, take that next step to be like, you know what? I'm going to limit the amount of time that I use on social media. Like, I can admit that I'm addicted to it. I am. Like, there's times where I delete my social media, and I could be completely honest, I'll delete my social media for a month, 2 months, 2 weeks, whatever it is. And I love who I am without it. And I feel like with my journey of trying to become an influencer and trying to, you know, gain this platform is hard because it's like I said, I've been talking negative about social media this far, but social media is also a blessing to so many people. Social media is the, you know, the reason that you're able to discover some people, or that you're able to even, you know, meet people or know people, or that be the reason your business blows up. It's so many great things that come with it, but I think with social media is one of those things you just have to make sure that you're not abusing it. But back to my point is like, I could delete social media for 2 months and love, who I'm becoming, or be so in tune with where I am in my journey. And then I'd be like, all right, like, I'm not even thinking about social media. I wake up, I do this. I wake up, I do that, you know? But then it's like, once I download it back, I'm right back to where I started before I, you know, downloaded it. And the crazy thing for me be my little thumb just going to the app. Like, who told you to do that? And how did you know where, like, it's like I'm freaking programmed. But I feel like I got everything that I needed to say out. Like I said, everything that I said is no offense to anyone. It's all love. Like, I'm just speaking my truth and, you know, inviting my subscribers to come and speak their truth. And, you know, like, one thing I've been thinking about lately is, you know, I see myself growing to be a person with large influence. And that's just something that, and maybe it's not, I don't know, but that's something that I believe that is a part of my purpose in life. And it's like, I'd be like, yo, sometimes I'd be like, when I make it, you know, let's bring it back to the whole like cosmetic surgery stuff. Like, I'd be like, you know, sometimes I want to make it, when I make it, I want to be the one to kind of show people like, you can make it, you could be successful and be a natural, regular girl, you know, because there's so many women who aren't natural. They're still beautiful. You know, there's nothing wrong with them, but I'm just saying, it's like, it sends a message. What is the message that it sends, you know? And then it's like, what? Okay, so because I'm not this, then I'm not beautiful, or I'm no longer qualified, or I'm no longer like the it, you know, whatever. But I don't know. I just want to live in truth. I want to live in my truth. I don't want anything to impact my decisions. I want to do what God has called me to do. I want to be myself, and I just, you know, but those things are hard because it's like you live in we are living in a social media era where our influence comes with that. Like, so even with my YouTube, like, this is a platform that I don't take for granted. Any platform that I've ever had, whether it's my YouTube, my podcast, when I was Miss Morgan, you know, when you're on these type of platforms, you have people who literally watch you. Like, you are their reasoning of waking up some days, or you're the reason that they go and chase after their purpose. So for me, my intention with any platform that I have is always to be a true inspiration, but to lead people in truth, you know, lead people to God, lead people back to themselves. And yeah, I don't know, I said enough, but I'm gonna wrap this video up, and I just want to say that, you know, it's all of us. You know, it's me. I'm impacted, and maybe I'm the only one in the world. So if you feel like this video wasn't for you, you know, that's fine. Or if you feel like, whatever you feel, I want to know your real thoughts. Like, when you're listening to this, whatever's going through your head, if I hit a point that you like, yes, let me know. If you're like, girl, you said this and I hear you, but let me give you a different perspective, I'm open to that as well, because at the bottom of my heart, I just want to grow. And I just want to be the best Brittany Brianna Dorsey that I can be. I want to be the best. Like, that's it, you know? But anyway, girl, just make sure that you're monitoring the amount of social media that you're taking in. Take a break every now and then, you know? When you're, before making a decision, especially if it's like something that's relevant to culture, ask yourself, like, do I really want to do this? Or am I influenced to do this? Is this really what God is calling me to do? Or have I seen someone that I really look up to and that I love, and I love the direction his or her life is going in? So I feel like if I make this decision too, you know, because everything ain't for everybody. Some decisions I may not tell the next person to do, but it's what I was called to do. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this video up. If you like this video, by this point, girl or boy, I hope that you liked. Like, I hope that you clicked the like button. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment, because I'm really going to be sad if it say 7,000 views in 2 comments. Speaking 7,000 views into the atmosphere. But most importantly, subscribe and share with a friend. Thank y'all for listening.